Alright, so our next project is going to be a silhouette drawing based on Elizabeth Catlett's prints. So Elizabeth Catlett created black and white prints, often depicting African American women or people of the Mexican culture as well, because she was African American and she also spent much of her life in Mexico. So when you do this project, there's a couple different options. You can use white paper or black paper. You can use black crayon to add your color and texture, or you can use a white crayon to add your color and texture. It's completely up to you how you want to do this. You can cut out your silhouette, or you can keep your silhouette on your paper. It doesn't necessarily have to be cut out. If you were to create the black and white silhouette that we often see from schools, it would be using black paper, cutting it out, and then gluing it onto a white sheet of paper. But because we're going to be adding crayon to create some texture to it, it's okay to do either or, and you can leave it on the paper if you want to. So I'm going to share with you a video of my family and I making a video demonstration. Hey everyone, thanks for coming to art class with Mrs. Hudson. I'm here with my son Dylan, and we are going to do a quick demonstration on how to create a silhouette drawing. So first of all, we need to get a large sheet of paper and tape it to the wall. If you have white paper, that would work great, and I suggest using a pencil for tracing because you do not want to have permanent lines that you can't change. I'm going to try doing it with a marker only because that way you can see what I'm doing a lot better. So Dylan, if you could please show them how they need to sit. So once you have your paper on the wall, your student needs to sit turned sideways so that you can see their profile from the light source that you set up. So the light source that you set up is going to be either a flashlight, your phone light, or any other light in the room. So once you have your light set up and you have a good image of your student, pencil, just because that way if I make a mistake I can change it. So Dylan, you're going to just sit looking towards me and as close to the wall as possible. The closer you are to the wall, the smaller your silhouette's going to be. The farther away your light source is, the smaller it's also going to be. So if you're up really close to the light and you have a small piece of paper, it's not going to work so good. So Dylan, if you could just sit comfortably and look towards me. All right. So I'm missing your lips. I don't see a lot of your lips. Okay, relax your face. No smiles. Okay. So I'm going to start out with Dylan's head. Now hair can be pretty organic and moving. Okay, so we have a basic outline, and I'll be right back to show you what we do with this outline next. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, I ended up going over my lines with black just so that my silhouette stands out a little bit easier to see. The next thing you do is you're going to want to cut it out with scissors. Honestly, you could actually probably even leave it on the paper if you wanted to. Okay, so once our silhouette is cut out, Then you're going to go in with your black crayon, if you have one, or a black marker, or actually any color if you choose. And you're going to add in some dark color. Now if you do this on a black sheet of paper, if you copy the silhouette onto a black sheet of paper with pencil, you could then go in and use a white white crayon on the black paper. That would also work out just fine. You can vary your pressure to create darker areas and lighter areas. While coloring in your silhouette, make sure you vary your pressure to create darker and lighter areas, as well as different textures like Elizabeth Catlett. So be sure to leave some light spots where light might possibly be hitting your subject, and use some darker spots where you might see some shadows. Have fun with your family, and I hope you enjoy this project.